What are you gonna do if the house catches on fire?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do if the house catches on fire?
Call 911.
Oh, good. What would you do if the house was on fire?
I would get everybody out and run away.
What would you do if the house was on fire?
I would first wake up everyone if they hadn't already woken up. I would get out of the house as fast as I could.
So, with all the flooding going on in the area, so many flooded farms and homes right now in this valley, it got us thinking about our own preparedness and how well we're prepared, and in case a disaster struck. You know, we're lucky we're not being flooded right now. I mean, we've got this road problem, but anyway, we decided today would be a good day to have a family council and talk to the kids and counsel with them about how well are we prepared, what do we need to do to be prepared, and go over some of the basic emergency situations: fire, earthquake, flooding, power outages, and things like that. All right, everybody, family room for family council.
Okay, what did Dad say we're having council on?
Emergency preparedness.
Emergency preparedness. So let's say prayer. Mom, will you say a prayer?
Yes.
Okay, so we want to talk about emergency preparedness. Why do you think it's good to be prepared for an emergency?
Because if you're not prepared, then
You won't
Like-
know what to do.
and
You won't
could-
know what to do.
Yeah, you won't know what to do, and if you don't know what to do, you could die.
Yeah, what makes an emergency? What kind of things happen to make emergencies?
You can have your house flooded. It can get burned down. It can
Collapse
hit
in an earthquake.
by, yeah, it can get hit by
Earthquake.
lightning.
What about you, Sam? Any ideas? What's an emergency to you? When you can't find your green blanket?
When you're in the forest, it could be a forest fire.
That is an emergency.
Good answers.
You have a blackout, so no power. No power means no heat for us. No power means we can't cook anything. And no power means no light.
Yeah.
And no, what else?
Oh yeah, what else would we lose if we lost power?
Flushing toilet.
No, you flush toilets.
What else do we have that runs off of power that we need?
TV.
Yeah, we'd have no TV, but that's not an emergency.
Water.
Yeah.
Do we have water if we don't have power?
Wait,
No.
what? I thought we had water if we. Why doesn't it turn on with the power?
Why don't we have water if the power goes out?
Yeah.
Because the pump in the cistern won't work. It needs power.
Oh.
And that's what pushes the water into the house. So we are going to talk about what we need to do if we have no power and what happens if the house is on fire. Should we talk about that one first?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop,
Well,
drop,
that's
and
when
roll.
you're on fire.
You're on fire, not the house.
Good answer. Stop, drop, and roll. Sam, do you know what that means? Missy, show Sam what stop, drop, and roll means. Demonstrate.
So do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
This is what you do when
You're
what?
on fire.
If you catch on fire, like your clothes,
Yeah.
what happens?
You stop. You drop. And you roll.
And why do you do that?
So then you can roll off the fire.
Roll off the fire?
So like the
It
ground
puts the
is
fire out?
Yep.
And if you start running around, it just gives the fire more fuel.
Yeah.
Right, because fire
Close.
needs oxygen.
And if you give fire more oxygen, then it gets bigger and bigger and
Okay,
bigger.
Sammy,
and then
your turn.
You burn to a crisp.
Try a stop, drop, and roll. Let's see your best
Come on.
try.
Let's see. What Emma's gonna do is to help somebody stop, dropping, and rolling. How could you help put the fire out?
Oh, I know.
Let's see it.
Sam, do a stop, drop, and roll.
Come on. Come on. Sammy, a dragon has breathed on you and you are on fire. What are you gonna do?
No, don't do that.
Jump into a pool.
You're burning.
We don't have a pool.
We don't have a pool. Hurry, show us.
Hurry and do it.
You're dying.
Hurry.
Stop!
3 seconds and you're dead. 1, 2.
Bro! No, be nice. Blot him so you can get down and help him like that. Yes!
Good job. The fire's out.
Sam has survived.
What do we do if the smoke detectors start going off? Have you guys heard the sound they make?
Yes.
So, for you guys, the first thing you need to do is get out of the house. And we're gonna decide on a special meeting spot outside of the house because we want to get as far away from the house. Where do you think we should all meet? The
road
street?
is right. Yeah, not the street, but like.
I don't want you standing in the street.
Exactly, but like on our driveway.
So at the end of the driveway, go
Yeah.
down the hill and right by the road.
Or
I think that's a good idea.
all the way to
These are meals ready to eat.
chili with beans, macaroni and
what are they called?
cheese.
Meals ready to eat.
Meals ready to eat.
Uh-huh.
Military like chili with beans, Mexican style macaroni.
I didn't know I had.
What's this?
a toilet.
What is this bucket?
It's toilet.
Toilet paper. Let's get the lid off.
It's a toilet. I gotta go to the bathroom.
So there's toilet paper, wipes, paper towel, absorbent for cleaning up stuff, hydrogen peroxide, garbage bags, soap, and what is that? Vinegar.
To help clean it. Make sure it doesn't.
Oh, and gloves. Gloves, baking soda. Trying to turn this bucket into a toilet.
Wait, you got the wipes.
And we good on. Inside of here's the toilet.
Bags.
I know.
So
Toasty toes. Their toes getting toasted.
let's see. What else is in here?
There's
A
this
Flashlight, matches, batteries,
This is
emergency
garbage
blankets. So what's in here? Rope and a tarp? No. Tent.
A tube tent. It's a tube tent.
Shelter.
Portable gas stove.
We could cook some food if we had to.
Yes. I didn't know we had that.
Okay, what's this?
This is a laundry bucket. So it goes with this. And you put this on.
It's an emergency blanket.
And then it turns into
Emergency
a washing machine. Because then you can,
Yeah.
and you can
Wash your clothes.
wash your clothes. So,
I don't know if it's strong enough to wash Sam's underwear. Just kidding. What are we missing out of all of this? Can you think of a big item we don't have?
We don't have.
We have food, we have shelter, we have sanitation. What's something else that our bodies need to stay alive?
Water.
Water. We don't have water, so we need to get that. Okay, so we've got a lot of what we need for 72 hours, but we are missing water, and we need to get some more fuel for the stove.
and some personal hygiene items.
We want to get a little go bag made for the kids.
Yeah.
And what do we want to put in that?
I'm thinking an extra set of clothing, diapers. You know, she's not in diapers, but like overnight diapers for nighttime accidents. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, shampoo. You know, just little things. I mean, we don't need to pack for a week-long trip, but just some essential items would be useful in each kid's bag because everybody has their own set of needs. And we can have a hairbrush. I mean, little things that, you know, elastics. You know, just simple things that Sam won't need, but the girls and I can use. So this for sure can be so overwhelming, but how much less overwhelming will it be in a disaster if you're prepared?
Right. Okay, everybody back in the family room. Let's finish our council. Okay, so what is something else we could do before we finish? What is something else we should do on a regular basis to help us be prepared? Any thoughts? Other than having stuff, what are some other things we could do?
Like you could practice running out and going to your safe spot.
Yeah, like a fire drill.
Yeah.
Like them fire drills. You won't know if they're real or not.
More than just fire drills, we should try and live go for 3 days without power and see how we do, you know. So practicing, right? Because you never know. You can't think of everything unless you've done it, you know. It's hard to think of all the things you need to have and be prepared for. But if we practice, then we can identify, well, I wish we would have had this, or something that we didn't put in our kit we might need. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna shut the power off.
Like shut the power off, like
Completely.
You can't even turn it on even if you wanted to.
I could do that.
Would it be hard to change it back?
I could do that, or we could just say, don't turn on any lights. We can't use the sinks.
I think we should just turn off the whole power.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so
That could be
temptation's
fun.
not there.
Yeah, I'd say flip it all off because I know by habit I'll just turn things on.
Yeah, I would do the same too.
Like even if the light's on, I go like this.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna tell you when until it happens.
It'll be an emergency.
Okay.
And we're gonna have in each backpack an emergency contact list. So like people you can contact, addresses, phone numbers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And like pack your money and stuff like that, just in case you get stranded and
Yep.
you find places.
Not a bad idea.
Be good to have a couple bucks in your bag, huh?
So then you can get things you really, really need, not things you want. Just in case.
I was gonna say some change for phone call, but they don't have phone booths anymore.
No, they don't.
That's another thing, that if there's a big disaster in the area, we'll probably lose cell phone service because the cell phone towers run off power as well.
We just need to know like addresses and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. So when we know our friend's address or something, but somebody we know.
Yep. So in 3 months, so what month is it? February? March, April, May?
So middle of May.
We'll have another family council and see where we're at.
This is kind of fun, preparing for some things that will happen that you don't like.
Yes.
Yep. Because it's life, right? Something always happens.
I like preparing for things.
Lots of people are dealing with what kind of disaster right now?
They're dealing with flooding.
Flooding.
Yes,
Yeah.
lots of people.
Luckily we're not right now, but it could be us, you know.
Well, and with our septic tank, if too much water gets in our backyard, we won't be able to use any water in the house. It can't go down the drains. And so we may be using these composting buckets, you know, composting toilets.
And the road out there that's closed right in front of our house, we can't go
No.
one way. What if the road was closed both ways and we couldn't get to town for like a week or
We
two?
would probably
Or
have to walk over to.
we could
some-
either do that, or we just have to hopefully have enough food storage. If we had enough food storage, we wouldn't have to go anywhere, right?
Right. We could just stay here and chill.
Yeah.
I think the best thing we can do is to stick together, to be friends with each other, and, you know, stick together, take care of each other, and do the best we can, right?
Oh, I know another thing. We need medicine and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, backup
Yes.
medicine.
You know, ibuprofen, you know, stuff like that.
We should
Very
just
good.
have, like,
Yeah. So that's definitely something we want to put in each person's bag.
All right. I think we're done.
Okay.
Missy, will you say a closing prayer for us?
after we're done